Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and happy new year. Holy cow, it's 2020. I don't know what to say. It's actually a start of a new decade. I can't believe 2019 is over. The year basically flew by. And by the time this video is going up, I'm pretty sure it's probably gonna be the second week of January or something, knowing me. But that leads up to my New Year's resolutions. So I want to hear you guys' New Year's resolutions. If it's, the same one you made last year, or if it's like, the typical ones like going to the gym, learn something new, those types of things. For me, I am trying to save more money. That's my goal for this year. In addition to that, I want to give you guys more video content. For those of you who have been here since day one, you know that my posting schedule is not the greatest. Only reason because I do have a full-time job. I don't want to make excuses, but having a full-time job and filming and editing and trying to balance a social life is quite difficult. If I was to do this full time, I would have more free time. Unfortunately, that's not the case. So because of work and there are days I do have to stay behind because it's the end of the month and all that, I don't have time to really put out all this content for you guys. So that is my goal for this year. So I hope to give you guys some new content this year. It's a little ambitious for me right now because like I said, I do have a full-time job and it's hard to balance everything. But I hope maybe I would be able to give you guys maybe like 2 videos at least during the month instead of 1 every month. But fingers crossed. But because this is a new year, I want to wish you guys a happy new year and just to see how everyone is. But anyways, enough rambling. In this video, we're going to be talking about the Glamglow Supermattifying Face Primer. I know it's a bit of a mouthful. I swear some of these products have like super duper long names. But so in this video, I will be trying that out and giving you guys my thoughts, my opinions. I'll be doing some check-ins with you guys. But before we get started with today's video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and ring that bell, because with my New Year's resolution, I hopefully will be producing more videos, and you need that bell to get notified of my new uploads. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like this video, and follow me on my social media handles. But anyways, let's get started with today's video. So this is the Supermattify. This is what the packaging looks like. You do get 0.5 ounces or 15 grams, and this retails for 56 Canadian dollars. Now this is supposed to be like a balm, and it has 6 acid clarifying ingredients in there. So like they're highlight ingredients. It's supposed to minimize the pores, all day control. It's supposed to smooth out everything. This, I believe, is mainly best for oily, normal oily combination skin. I'm not too sure about drier skin types, but normal to oily or even combination, I feel like this is the best for. It does have charcoal that keeps the oil at bay all day apparently, but we'll see about that. It also does have hyaluronic acid as well to keep you hydrated, which is very beneficial for everybody, especially oily skin types. So on the back of the box, it does say pretty much the same thing. It instantly mattifies, minimizes the look of pores, works to clarify the skin with the super sick acid blends for an always sexy and never shiny clear complexion. But we will see how that is. This also supposedly supposed to feel lightweight. It's supposed to also create a silky smooth, blurred, flawless canvas. It's supposed to keep oil and shine at bay all day. It feels comfortable, breathable barrier for glowing skin, keeps dirt, oil, and debris of makeup from clogging pores or any of that with or without makeup. It does come with a spatula, and it does recommend to use a pearl-sized amount of the primer to massage between the fingers first before applying onto the skin. So this is what it looks like. I feel like a compact is great for, especially when you're traveling. Oh, here's a spatula, and there is a mirror in here. Pretty nifty. So you do open that up, and this is what it looks like. I also read that this color right here is like a grayish lavender tone. It won't make you look ashy. It will just blend into the skin. So I'm just gonna grab a... Oh my goodness, that is very soft. Don't know if this is a pea-sized amount, can't really tell, but it's very soft. Oh my gosh. It's really soft. So I may have grabbed a little bit more, I may have grabbed less, I don't know. But this is how much it is right now. I grabbed that much so far. I'm just gonna massage it between my hands. Also, if you ever use that mud mask, it smells just like that. If for whatever reason you don't like that smell, I wouldn't recommend this product to you because it does have that same exact smell. So, but I love that it's really soft. It's gliding on really nicely. I don't want to say it's tacky, but it does have this feeling where the foundation will grab onto it very nicely. Now I can't say that it filled in the pores, but it definitely blurred out and I looked mattified. But we will see how it is throughout the day. Another thing I find very convenient is that you can leave your spatula in there and it's neat and tidy. You don't have to leave it out in the open. It's not exposed to dust or anything like that. I really like that very much. Good job, Glamglow. Alright, so right now I am gonna go in with my Giorgio Armani fabric foundation. Now I got two colors here. I got 4.5 and 6. I feel like I'm kind of in between the two right now, so I usually go with 4.5 and I mix. I literally just have foundation all over my favorite sweatpants. So as I was saying, I usually go in with a couple pumps of 4.5 and I put a little bit of number 6, just a tiny bit, and I just mix the two together because the number 6 has more of a olivey tone to it while the number 4 is more kind of golden, but right now I'm in between the two. Moment of truth. Up this around my face. Alright, so let's see how this blends out. I'm also using the NYX foundation brush. This is one of my favorite brushes to apply the foundation. It buffs it out so nicely. And it's very inexpensive, as you all know. It is NYX after all. Alright, so initial thoughts right now. As I'm blending, it's actually not tugging onto anything. It's smoothing out a bit. Okay, so looking closely on what's going on here, I see this really makes you matte, like no joke. So right now what I see is on my nose it's a little bit dry. And that usually doesn't happen. Around my cheeks, it looks pretty good actually. Nothing is collecting, nothing's bunching up. Even on my forehead, it looks pretty darn good. The only thing I have to mention is just my nose area. That's pretty much it as of right now. I never had it look like that before. So anyways, moving on to concealer, I am now gonna go in with the Age Rewind. Just gonna dab a little bit right there to help cover up a bit of my dark circles. And then now I'm gonna go in with my Shiseido concealer. So now I'm gonna go in with Shiseido and start doing my face. I feel like this is a little bit too bright, right? I don't know. Please let me know in the comments below what you guys think. And a bit of Jeffree Star. I love his concealers. The only thing is I wish I didn't get such a light color, and this is in C8. I didn't think it was going to be that light. There's no issues blending this out right now. So that blended out quite well actually. No complaints there. Nothing's bunching up together. It is blending out seamlessly. Onto the nose. We'll see how this brush performs with it. But sometimes a brush works a lot better with a product more than like the beauty blender, right? Even with the brush and my dried up nose a little bit, it's still blending out quite well. So on to the next step, we are now going to contour. See how the contouring is like. I don't know, because for me, I've noticed that sometimes when I contour, some of the product is lifted. I don't remember which products they were. It was so long ago, that's why I don't use them anymore. By the way, how is everyone's new year? I basically just stayed at home and didn't do much. Blending out my contour, and you know what? It's actually pretty darn good. Nothing's been lifted or anything. Yeah, this is pretty darn good right now. I have no complaints about this. Alright, so I'm just going to do the rest of my face, my powders and everything, and I will check in with you guys later on today. Okay guys, so it is now 1:32. There we go. It's basically been 6 hours since I last first applied the Super Mattifying Face Primer by Glamglow. So initially, when I first applied the primer, it felt lightweight. It did not make me look ashy in any way. So throughout the day, I was checking how it performed. Like when I went to the bathroom, I checked myself in the mirror and just, you know, have a look and see how it is. So the first couple of hours, I've noticed that I looked more powdery. You know, when you put a lot of powder on your face and you can definitely tell it looks powdery. So that's how I looked like the first couple of hours, even after using setting spray to kind of like melt everything in. It still made me look very powdery. So at first I was kind of skeptical about that, because normally with my face, if it looks really, really powdery or even borderline kind of dry, my face would produce oil just like that in the next couple of hours. So I was a little skeptical. However, that being said, it is now 1:30-ish, and you can definitely tell that there is a bit of wear. However, there's not a lot of oil compared to my other primers that I've used, and there's not an over excess production of it. So I'm very surprised by that. But once again, this is just based on my skin. If you have similar concerns as myself with the whole face looking too dry because of powders and everything, your face is going to overproduce the oil because it has to compensate for all that, right? So luckily it didn't do that. I don't know why I'm doing this, but anyways. So taking a closer look at my face, I can see that there is a bit of oil production right on my forehead. It's not as much as I was expecting it to be, but there's a bit there. You can definitely tell there's a bit of wear. My nose is actually still quite matte. It's just the highlight, it's not the oil, but it looks pretty good. Especially right under my eyes, it looked really, really powdery initially and for first couple of hours, but now it doesn't look like that. There's a good amount of wear time in there, and to be quite honest, being 6 hours in, it doesn't look like that at all. It looks like maybe like 4 hours. There's no excess oil production. There is a little bit, to be fair, there is going to be a little bit. It has been 6 hours, but it's not as much as I thought it would be. It still looks pretty matte, not as powdery as before, like I said, which thank God, because otherwise I would probably hate this product for being too matte. And I love matte though, but if something is too matte, I will probably pass on that. Like eventually I want it to look like, you know, my skin, right? I don't want to constantly look like a dry Sahara desert on my face. We all want some moisture and hydration. So thank goodness there's hyaluronic acid in there to keep my face hydrated, because heck, if that wasn't there, I don't know what I would do. But enough rambling. Nothing's bunching up, nothing is creasing. Around my nose area, usually is where the pore kind of breaks up a little bit more. But nothing's happening there at all, which is pretty good. To be quite honest, I'm really surprised by this. I really am. But we will see how it is in the next like 6 hours or so. I have to run some errands, so I probably won't be home till maybe 7-ish. So until then, I'll see you guys in the next several hours to see how this performs in the next 6 hours or so. Okay guys, so it is now 6:17. I know I said that I might be home at like 7 o'clock, but I came home earlier than expected. You know, everyone's still on holiday, so the roads were still pretty clear. We lost an hour, technically. I'll accept the 11 hours, because, you know, an extra hour might not break it right now, because, you know what? It doesn't look any different from when I last checked in, like 5 hours ago. So my forehead pretty much looks the same from the last time I checked in. Underneath my eyes, like around here, this region, looks exactly the same from 5 hours ago. I was about to say 6 hours. From 5 hours ago. And my nose, so I see around my nose, around here, it has broken up a little bit. Like basically, my whole face still looks blurred out. It's still relatively matte. It's not super matte, like when you first apply, but matte enough. Like it still looks good. It looks really good. Like I could probably stretch this for another 4 hours, probably. Maybe another 5, I don't know. Only reason why I'm saying this is that, for example, my forehead production of like oil, that hasn't changed since like my last check-in. My nose hasn't changed, and I don't know, to me, like especially under here, even though you can see a little bit of wear in there, it still looks like almost to the point where like when I first applied it. I'm trying to figure out the words here. So it basically kind of looks like that. Usually around my T-zone, the center of my nose, like around here, and especially on the sides here, there will be, you know, like oil that's produced throughout the day. That's just how my face is. And I'm pretty sure some of you out there will have the similar skin type as to me, as to at what point does your face like produce a certain amount of oil, and no matter like how many products you use and everything. However, this, I think I found my new favorite, dare I say. Like I love my Dermalogica, I love my Tarte Smoothing Primer, but those haven't kept my face this matte ever, and this definitely did. And we're at 11 hours right now. Most people don't even wear makeup for 11 to 12 hours, or even pushing it further. Sometimes I do, only because I have events or I go out like after work as well, so that 7:30 fresh time in the morning can stretch until like 10 at night, 11 at night, and I think I could push this a little bit further if I was to go out, but unfortunately I'm not. But anyways, you guys get the idea. It looks really good. Like it still looks blurred. Nothing is caked up, nothing, there's not a lot of oil that is on my face right now. I'm literally kind of blown away. I really love this. Like I'm speechless. So I don't know if the price tag is really worth it to me in combination with how much you get in the product, because you only get 0.5 fluid ounces or 0.5 ounces or 15 grams for $56 Canadian. Like to me, the price tag is a little high. And seeing what my face looks like after basically almost 12 hours, I don't want to say I recommend it because of the price tag, but guys, this is good. Like it is really good. And I am normal combination. Okay, I'm like a hot mess everywhere. If you are oily, I would really recommend this. I would try it out first for you, because one oily skin type can work over another person for whatever reason, right? Because, you know, it depends on the environment, factors, and your health and diet. Like there's a lot of things like come into factor with all the oil production. So for me, it works great. I don't know what it is, but it works really good. So for me, I would definitely recommend for someone who's normal, combination, and oily. Dry, I can't speak for that, only because my skin type is not dry, so I can't really recommend that for a dry skin type. Enough rambling. I really recommend this product to you guys. I definitely want you to try this out if you could find it in your local Sephora. So anyways, you guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope to give you guys more content in the future. This is one of my New Year's resolutions, instead of giving you guys like a video once a month or once every couple of months, because you know my schedule. But anywho, thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.